B2B buyer behavior is changing. Buyers tend to speak to sellers much later in the buying journey, and they like to have access to information, whether it's demos, whether it's pricing, before they engage with the sales team. That's why we've created Workspaces. Workspaces are shared areas where a customer can log in securely, attend demo calls, access content, access pricing in one secure area. No need for lots of chasing over the phone, no need for following it with loads of emails. Once you create a workspace, you can collaborate with that buyer in one unified area. And by doing that, you're also streamlining their buyer journey by bringing all the information they need in one place. So various members of their buying team can find everything, whether it's contracts, whether it's pricing, whether it's product demos, in one secure area. So what I'm going to do now is show you how you create a workspace inside Sales Desk. Create 1, 10, or 100 workspaces, and they might have very distinct uses. One workspace might be for customer development. Another one might be for after sales or account management. So the idea is you create workspace templates. And by creating a template, then you can streamline the creation of workspaces over again. So if I click on Workspaces here, I can get to the template section by clicking Template Library. So I'm going to create a new template now, and I'm going to call it Dev. I'm going to select a default theme, and let's go with, if I click Next, at this stage I can link this workspace to particular assets in the CRM system and also any products that I think are relevant to this workspace. So I'm going to pick this one and this one. There we go. So now the workspace template is being set up and it's being linked to those records in the CRM that I want to present to the customer. So here's my new template. So now I can choose Enter Workspace. So the red warning up here demonstrates to me this is not a workspace, it's a workspace template. And you can edit this template to create that repeatable workspace creation tool. Down here, I can add my own customized intro text. I can add a specific welcome video if I want to. So why don't I just choose a video here, and there we go. So that welcome video will always appear on the template. Down here, I can add a project overview, and also I can add any particular products that I wish to share with customers in these templates. So by clicking here, I can choose to add these particular products that I linked to this workspace template. There we go. Everything else is pretty much grayed out because it's specific to the workspace and not to the particular template. However, you can link assets in the library if you want to, and also you can use the settings section to change the name and to change the theme. In the resources section, you're able to link together any other CRM record types which can then be shared in a workspace that's been created from this workspace template. Before creating this workspace template finishes, I'd like to share with you one really important concept. With workspaces, there's a difference between sharing a record with a workspace and making it visible to customers who log into the workspace. If you share a CRM record with your workspace, it sits in this hidden internal area. At this point, it's not actually visible to the customer. Let me give you an example. So I'm selecting an asset here, and I'm going to call it John's Proposal. So at this point, the asset is linked to this particular workspace. However, it isn't visible to the customer that logs into this workspace. So if I leave the asset in this view here, if anybody creates a workspace from this workspace template, the asset won't be visible. It would sit here and can later be shared. So let me show you. If I go to the library section here and assets, you can see that asset is not available. However, if I go back to resources now and go back to assets, if I share this particular asset with the workspace, then you'll see it resides inside that workspace. So you have two options here. You can link a record to a template, and that means every workspace created from that template is also linked to that record, but it's never visible in the workspace. If you link a record to a template and share it, then every workspace that's created with that template will also share that record with the customer. So you have complete control over how records are linked to workspaces and when they become available. Let's go back to the main Workspaces view and click New Workspace. When you create a workspace, you can optionally choose to link that workspace to a specific account, lead, or deal/opportunity. What that means is if you go to that account, you will see that linked workspace attached to that account or lead or deal. I'm not going to link this workspace to anything quite yet, so I'm just going to click Next. The next thing I can do is choose which workspace template I want to apply. Now you can choose blank, which means you can set up the workspace from first principles, or you can choose a workspace you've created before. So I'm going to choose this one and click Create. So now we're taking the template and the details we put in beforehand to create that new workspace. And there it is. So all the information I added in the template is already sitting within this particular workspace, and I can go in and customize it further. One of the more important things to do is to invite team members in terms of customer members, such as leads and contacts, and also inviting your internal team members as well. So if I click here, I can choose to import or invite various contacts. So I might invite here Boris, and I'm also going to invite one of my colleagues as a user. So I'm going to invite in Lauren, who works with me in sales. Here we go. And there we go. So you can, once you've added a lead or contact, then you can invite them. So all you do is send them a little personalized message. They'll get a link with a login or a secure access key, and they can then enter the workspace and collaborate with you. Simple as that to create workspaces from templates inside Sales Desk.